between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson going to come out throwing. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, a lot of times when you get a magical 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now Cade York for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. The Browns Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Wilson got it over. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Chubb on the counter. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They run it again with Chubb. 80 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got it down to the 28.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? If you're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Well, you don't see that often. hit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And Chubb will try the middle here. And down to the 41.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw is Watson. Hard throw, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and the lead will hold at 10.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Following the penalty, it's Williams.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On second and a yard, Wilson.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams,
25 yards.
and the Broncos are back within a score.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Back to throw, Watson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is taken at about the 14. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 89 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing is Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. After the interception, here's Watson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Williams. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw again is Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now.
Touchdown! Melvin Gordon with career touchdown number 75. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And just a 30-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The busy night continues for Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Now Wilson.
Able to find Judy.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Throwing now is Wilson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's Wilson. Going up top.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
One last shot for Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild